He came to us at 7 years old. His mother sent him to live with his uncle, and his uncle had a lot of addiction problems, but also he abused him. Hi, my name is Morgan Courson. I'm from Jessup, Georgia, a really small town, and I'm currently serving at an orphanage in Mexico, and I have been there for the past 4 years. I first went to Mexico in 2013 on a short-term mission trip, and ever since then, fell in love with the ministry, fell in love with the children. I live full-time on campus with our girls. We're all on the same campus though, so I live with the girls, but I do help take care of all of our children. And in this time, I am serving in doing our social media and contact with all of our sponsors, and I'm very thankful that I get to serve our home in that way. Right now, we have 41 children. The government in Mexico brings us our children, and so most of them come from really difficult, really complicated situations, family life, all forms of abuse. So one of the stories of our children, he came to us at 7 years old. He had, prior to coming to us, his mother sent him to live with his uncle, and his uncle had a lot of addiction problems. He used and sold drugs, but also he abused him. And so this was the person who he was sent to live with, to be cared for and loved on. And this really caused a lot of bitterness in him, a lot of anger. It was just a really difficult situation. And so when he was taken out of that situation and brought to us, he was a little confused at first because he wanted to be with his uncle. He wanted to be with this person that he loved so much. And so he arrived to us on a Thursday afternoon, and every Thursday evening we have a worship night that is called Night with My Beloved, where we typically start with prayer and worship individually, everybody having that moment with the Lord, and then we also have a time of reading the Word and talking about it and just kind of being real and honest with each other. And for the majority of that first worship service that he was with us, he was a little loud. He didn't want to sit still. He wanted to just run around and do his own thing, kind of create a little bit of chaos among our children. And each of us were trying to control him, and we really couldn't. And then all of a sudden, during our prayer and worship time, really the Lord touched his heart, and he started asking questions. He started asking questions about what was happening, about what we were doing, and about his past. And as our directors were talking to him and our staff were answering these questions, the Lord really touched him, and it was almost a complete change. We could see it on his face and see the tears just start pouring out, and these questions being answered, maybe not even by us, but the Lord like touching his heart and changing him. And it was like the weight was lifted off of his shoulders, and he really felt the Father's love in that moment. And obviously there were so many more questions afterwards to be answered, but you could tell the difference. We saw him smile for the first time, and now he never stops smiling. You see him and you would think he's had the best life because the joy of the Lord is really on him, and he is able to share that with other children now that he has gotten a little bit older. And he is the one who every single week makes sure that we have that worship night and makes sure that he is there on time with his Bible, listening, attentive, and he really appreciates those moments more than you would think a 10 or 11-year-old young boy would. And so it's just one example of how the Lord has really transformed these children and done a work in them and shown them that they are worthy to be loved and worthy of all good things and worthy of a family that will be there for them and protect them no matter what. And thankfully, they have been brought to us as we work and do our best to try to provide that for them.